Hello everyone, over here is the Opel Corsa Electric. That's right, this is a B-segment car that's electric, but first I'm going to tell you all a bit about the Opel Corsa. The Opel Corsa has had a reputation for having a conflicted identity. Now the Opel Corsa never really specialized in any trade. It wasn't really the most reliable choice, neither was it the most practical choice, neither was it the most stylish choice, but the only advantage the Opel Corsa always had was the advantage of being cheap to purchase and just cheap to live with. So cheap to tax, cheap to insure. One important thing to know about this Opel Corsa generation was that it was released in an era when the PSA Group just purchased the Opel brand from General Motors. So this means they abandoned the General Motor platform and they employed a PSA Group platform for the Opel Corsa. So this is directly related to the Peugeot 208 and the Citroën C3. Is Opel actually going to find an identity finally? Well, it seems like lately Opel has developed an obsession with the Manta style front design, and this has become evident with the Opel Corsa right here, everybody. This is a facelifted version, and so far the only real difference we see is the front grille. This Opel Corsa E costs 37,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're going to find out in a moment, everybody. Let's get on with the review right now. Manta style grille looks far better, although they've employed it since the release of the Opel Astra. And I have to say it looks beautiful, but there's a difference between looking beautiful and then also seeing if it really has something to show for. Because so far I don't see any 360-degree parking camera despite the price of 36,000 euros, well 37,000 euros. But you do get front parking sensors and rear parking sensors, which is pleasant. Get blind spot monitoring. I don't quite get what's the purpose of this bit of trim right here. It looks like an imitation of an air vent, but it doesn't seem to have a purpose. Now it is time to check out the interior of the Opel Corsa E. The part which I was very much looking forward to, because to be honest, the exterior, there was nothing really much different compared to the pre-facelift version. And then unfortunately, that's pretty much the similar case for the interior of the Opel Corsa E. So one thing that should be remarked is that the central area is driver-centric. It's just like a Peugeot, very similar to Peugeot. The seating adjustment is, okay, you get manual seating adjustments despite the price of 37,000 euros. To move the back, oh no, I have a crank to move the back, so I have to twist my wrist every time. It's not very easy. This is similar, this is a similar problem some of the Volkswagen Group cars seem to suffer from. Okay, and then oh my gosh, the quality over there, it wobbles. Now the steering adjustment, so to adjust the steering wheel, this is the inmost setting. I cannot push the steering wheel further. I can pull it towards me, or I can move it up, down. This is the upmost setting, where I can move it down like this. So yep, it's fine, it's okay. The steering wheel is good. I think this is the only positive thing so far. It's leather wrapped, it's squidgy, I like it. It's perfect, it's just spot on, I'd say. You even get a heated steering wheel, so that's pleasant actually, quite a surprise now. Heated front seats as well. That's also another pleasant surprise. Now the steering wheel is also good. It's perfectly sized for this Opel Corsa, and thank goodness for this, because lately Peugeot has developed an obsession with small steering wheels, and I honestly just don't like that. I prefer, properly sized steering wheel like this. This is nice. It's good to hold on to and everything. Now everything is easy to use, but I've noticed another problem. Opel with the Corsa, they have a habit of having spokes at such a position that psychologically they make you think that they're activated or something. The window controls are very basic. They're just exactly like which I've seen in Peugeot, and the door is extremely basic. There's not a single fabric onto the door. That is actually quite alarming in my opinion. Right, and you don't even get sunglasses holders. You don't get a sunroof or panoramic roof. So in that case, we have to jump down to practicality. But before doing so, I just want to point out that this is your transmission, everybody. It's a unique, it's a PSA Group concept. It's a knob. And you even get your driving mode down here. Driving mode is pleasant. This is exactly what I need right now. But you can only choose between 3 modes. You can choose between Eco mode, Sport mode, and normal mode. Climate control is nicely detailed. It's easy to use. Physical buttons right here. Thank God for this, because I honestly don't like this obsession everyone has right now with big tablets for their infotainment system. Otherwise, you do get a nice infotainment system right here, but it gets the job done, really. That's all it does. And when I click on, oh right, apparently for a price of 37,000 euros, you don't get navigation for this Opel Corsa E. And yet the navigation button is right there, and each time I click it, I have to be reminded that equipment of navigation is absent. Thanks a lot, Stellantis. Now we do have to cover practicality solutions, everybody. So I look down there and I see there's a good amount of space. You get a 12-volt socket, a little charging port, and a little storage space over there for your telephone. And for some reason, there's a design of a shark. I can only imagine what's a shark doing over there. Now, cup holders. The cup holders are, they're fixed size. They can fit my water bottle perfectly, but there's no nothing smart about this practicality solution. It's just there. It's good. You get a micro storage space right here. Now, you do get a central console storage, which is a pleasant surprise, but it is very small. At least they offered you a central console storage, because I'm pretty sure there were some B-segment cars that don't even bother with the central console storage. Now, glove box, everybody. Just one problem with the glove box is that the latch is right at the center of the door to the glove box. So it's like I have to stretch a bit just to reach it. And the quality is plastic, but otherwise it is very deep. Something about PSA Group cars and Stellantis is that they have very deep glove boxes, which is good, and it's very practical. There's even an additional pocket in there. That's pleasant. Now the door bin, everybody. The door bin can actually fit a big water bottle. That's the best surprise so far. And a diagonal position, and the pocket is rather good. All right, everyone, now it is time to check out the rear seats of the Opel Corsa E. Just looking inside, there doesn't seem to be much smart feature at all. Guys, there's literally nothing happening in the back seat. 37,000 euros. I don't even get a handle to help myself inside. There's no backseat pocket, and there's no armrest for me to put my drink, my beverage, just a water bottle. I have to put it in the side door. Okay, everybody. Otherwise, I have to say, feet room is limited, but it is at least something compared to the other B-segment cars. At least there is some feet room, which is good. My shins are making contact with the driver's seat. My knee room is decent, and even if it makes contact with the driver's seat or front passenger seat, the back of the seat is fabric, so therefore there is some advantage already. That's decent. And now when it comes to headroom, the headroom is good, but then it can be selective. That's all I can say. The headrest, on the other hand, is very cozy. I like that. I have very mixed feelings about this rear seat, everybody. All right, everyone, now it is time to check out the boot space of the Opel Corsa. So far, I have mixed feelings about it, but let's take a look. Now, before checking out the boot space, I would like to cover the boot lip, everybody. The body paint sticks out very proudly, so just be very careful when putting luggage in and out. You don't want to make contact with the body paint. Otherwise, you get the hard plastic over here, but it sticks out as a ridge. Now, I'm very curious to check out the boot space, but there's no... There's no double floor. There's no smart feature at all. I don't see any 12-volt socket. There's just two tether points in the corner, and that's about it. So here's my conclusion of the Opel Corsa E. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. When it came down to the question of electric cars, every single car manufacturer, every group faced problems. Toyota, the Volkswagen Group, Stellantis, nobody has been spared. And unfortunately, this Opel Corsa E still remains a victim. This brings me down to the big question. For a price of 37,000 euros, is this Opel Corsa E good value for money or not? I have to say that there are a lot of things you have to consider. If you're buying this as a company vehicle and you have to get a fleet of those, this is, I think, an ideal car for you. So in this regard, it is good value for money as a company vehicle. I'm saying good value for money. I'm not going to say great value for money here, guys. But if you're buying this as a personal vehicle, not under your company name, this is where the Opel Corsa E raised a lot of questions. And to be fair, nothing has changed since the last time I saw the Opel Corsa E, the pre-facelift version. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time.